APVO trades.
Hi, welcome to the Risk Management Trade Simulation Series. Thanks for joining me today. We're going to be looking at some charts. We're going to do a little bit of trading. First, I'll take a look at the progress, and I'm going to work on that risk management strategy right here. So let's go. And day trading is risky, and I am not an advisor. What I say and what I do here is strictly for entertainment and educational purposes only. And while I get this here loaded up, I forgot to load up my progress here. And the guy banging his head there on the wall, I hope that's not going to be me today. We have a rather slow day, it looks like. So we'll see what the market gives us here. Get all this loaded. I've got my Google Sheets here, and then it updates to the website so you can see what my progress is here. I had that big green day yesterday. We really had some nice momentum. So we'll see what I can get out of this today. Overall, the market's been kind of slow the last several days. I've had several red days in a row, but I haven't broken the rules. The last time I broke the rule was back here on November 29th when I broke the rule here, rule number 4, 2 times in a row, and I haven't broken any since. So I'm up $2,091 in the account. As I push play in the simulator, we have 5 minutes to go on this simulated day of December 12th. 2022, sorry. So APVO, we actually had the leading gapper today gapping up pretty good HTGM, but it won't load on the charts, and it's really cheap anyways. So I couldn't do that. But APVO, second leading gapper on the gap scan. I use trade ideas, and I go back in time and pull data from the past and look at what was gapping up that day, and then load it into the charts, and then we trade it right here in the simulator and see how I would have performed that day. And I'm focusing on following my rules. So those are, well, my daily goal is $200. That's what I want to make today. I'm going to be done if I hit my max loss of $400. I have to be done if I give back half after hitting my daily goal. I won't take more positions, more than 4 positions to start the day, because obviously that's going to put me down more than $400. And I also won't take more positions than my max loss allows for. If at some point later I end up getting into a bunch of trades, I have to be mindful that if I get stopped out on those, it doesn't drop me below my daily max loss. And that was the one that I struggled with the most. So APVO, let's take a look at the larger time frames here first. I have the 15-minute and the hourly. We have an equilibrium on the hourly time frame starting to form. You have that high of that move, and then you have the low of the pullback. And now we're looking for this to be a lower high. I am looking for it to be a lower high. Right now it's an inside bar on the hourly. So tightening up on the 15-minute. So keeping in mind overall, I'm just looking for a pullback. We have a psychological $6. We have a pivot here. That's that $6 level, actually. So could be a good place to pull back. We had a little miniature higher low on the 15-minute here at $6.40. So I'll look at the 5-minute here and see what we have going on here. So we have a 5-minute downtrend with a double top here at 774. We couldn't get over. So then a double bottom, and then a lower high and a lower low. So we'll see if this downtrend continues, and if it does, then we're going to be looking for that continued hourly consolidation and a pullback below 640. Where's that level? That's 640s down here. So we got to break that level for this to be a lower high. Okay. Trying to put together the pieces of the puzzle. Now, if we start to get a 1-minute uptrend and we break over 718, that is a pretty significant bounce. And you can see on the 5-minute, we'd be breaking over that high right there, 725. I don't know why 718 came up. I have plenty of time, so I'm just breaking this one down. Yeah, so if we get over 725, that would be good for the bulls. And then we'd want to see, maybe we top out up here somewhere, pull back, get a little higher low before breaking through 774. So right now, bears looking for a lower high and lower low. Bulls want to hold support of 661. So looking at the 1 minute time frame, we do have enough of space here that we could actually form an equilibrium. So we're just scouting a higher low here. And we have 1 more minute till the market opens. Now it's possible this 5 minute candle closes with a red upper wick. Okay, so DBGI, I just have DBGI here because I didn't want APVO to be all alone. There was nothing else to put on the scan. DBGI, you know, if the volume comes into it, yeah, it's a tightening range right now. Larger time frame, you can totally see that. Just hourly, trying to get an hourly uptrend going here on it. Inside bars. All right. Well, the market's about to open. 10 seconds. So watching APVO for that higher low and higher high on the 1 minute. I can't trade in that first 1 minute, so I have to stand by and just watch. I do want to keep in mind on the 15 minute here, on a bounce attempt, we may be just looking for a lower high. Somewhere below 774. So the range of that candle is 13 cents. I'm going to set my range at about 13 cents. So certainly a ways away from getting over 725 here. Can we form a higher low on that 5 minute time frame? I'm going to jump into it and see if we can. Well, I was going to take the profit there and I didn't. I'm going to try it again, see if we bounce off of that level. How much we bounce off of that level. We are bouncing. Risky holding this. And there we go. So making some money on that. I played that kind of aggressively. I could have been down 200 bucks right there. Yeah, I see DBGI, but look at the volume. Man. I would have to buy 2,500 shares to get in one time. There was only 6,000 so far shares traded on this candle. Wow. DBGI. Okay, I'm buying that dip right there. My stop loss is very tight. I should have adjusted that before getting into this. Stopped out. Jumping. Oh, boy. Okay, I knew. Yeah, I knew better than that. So taking a loss right away there. I'm going to widen my stop out here real quick. I'm sitting at 12 cents, and that's way too. Okay, so we got that lower high, lower low on the 5 minute. Now I want to see if we bounce off of this support at 640. I think 599 might be the place that we bounce from, based on that larger time frame and that area down here that we marked out. There is that support at 640. So if we stay above 640 on the 5 minute, that's our 15 minute, that's a higher low or a double bottom at the very least. Yeah, I should have sold up here. My bad. If we fail here, I'm going to look at that next entry on APVO probably at around $6. Failing there. Going to try to get out on a little bounce if I can. If it's going to come down more, I'll just get out and take the bigger loss. There's a little bounce right there. Well, geez, I just kind of want to hold it and see if it does follow through. I could put my stop at the low of day, risking $72. So I'm trying to catch a falling knife here, you know. Declining volume on this pullback. 29,000 shares on DBGI there. So there's that level down here. See if we get that flush. I'd like to see a flush. I'll take a starter on it. And I could take one more. And if I get stopped out on both, I would be at my max loss. What I'm trying to do is scale into this a little bit. Because it's possible it might not come all the way down to 6. Larger time frame, DBGI there. Nice breakout. It's just too bad there isn't more volume on it. So we tapped 599. And there we go. So if I get stopped out, I'll be taking a full loss today. Max loss would be hit. So now I'm going to hold this for a bit and see what happens. Let's get rid of some of these lines here. Well, that was a previous support right there, so that'd be a place where we might come up to and bounce off of and drop back down. I like the declining volume on that pullback. I'll keep my target order right where it's at, right here at the VWAP. So you can see here on the hourly now, we do have that higher low. Well, it's not a higher low yet, but it's a pullback. So high, low, lower, high, looking for a higher low. And that's where I'm scouting that higher low, right in that 15-minute area right here, that pivot area. So that's why I'm in this trade. I don't normally play the larger time frames like this, but being what today is, I really have nothing else going on, so certainly not going to trade DBGI. The reason I don't like playing the larger time frames is patience is key. You have to wait a long time for things to happen, and I'm more like, I want it now. I like the fast pace. You know, that's why I trade the first 15 minutes of the day usually, and I'm done after that. But you got to take what the market gives you, right? So I'd like to see a little more room here before we consolidate on the 1 minute. We have sideways consolidation here, but if we're going to have a pullback, I'd like to see us make a little more of a move up first to feel comfortable that we can hold this low of 596. But looks like we might just pull back. So far, having trouble breaking over, what is that, 650? I know it's a lot of lines, but bulls want to get over that 650 level. Big inside bar on DBGI. Now, one thing I would hate to see is if this thing flushes down, stops me out, and then finally bounces. It might happen. I don't like the red volume I see here, but we wait. Come on, go Bulls, go. And that would be our little higher low on the 1 minute. A trend change on the 1 minute would be perfect. Being careful, this could be a bear flag if we break but don't follow through. Oops, do not move that. No, just the X. I was looking for a cancel button. I just wanted to drag the chart. So it's a new 5-minute candle. DBGI kind of doing the same thing with that green candle up and a little pullback now. Big struggle here on APVO. Every time I think the bulls might get something going, the bears come back in. This does resemble a bit of a bear flag here. Kinda. $6:41, so 11 minutes into the day. So we're breaking below the close of that last candle, the open of that last candle, rather. See if this is where we flush down, drop below 6. Don't want to look. A little choppy price action, had a little higher low here, double top, and now a lower low. So are we looking for a lower high and lower low on the 1 minute now? That would certainly be the next logical step. After breaking that previous low, a lower high would seem the most likely, right? I would like for the bulls to prove me wrong. DBGI with a nice consolidation pattern here. 2 minutes to go till this 5-minute candle closes. So lower high, or do we break through 650? And do we get this bounce underway? This will also be a new 15-minute candle coming up here in another minute and a half. So this 15-minute candle would close, showing that we bounced off of that pivot level if we don't drop before that. Tightening up here on the 1 minute. Just a little equilibrium, low, lower high, choppy higher low. Looking for this to be the lower high. See, we're tightening up here on DBGI too. So here's that pullback. Can we hold this support, or do we get that lower high and lower low? Bulls want to hold 605. We bounced off of it there for a second. Somebody buying the dip there. Are there enough buyers to overcome the sellers? How much conviction do they have? I had conviction. I got in. So we're following that EMA as our guide here on the way down now. So we're tapping the EMA, tapping the EMA. Got to break through it. So far, we're favoring the bears here. Well, I don't want to say that, actually. That might not be entirely true. Got a break here any second now. Can't tighten up too much more. DBGI. We can put our lines here, that last 5-minute candle. The reason I said bears is because we opened at the lower end of this range here. That's why I thought it favored the bears more, because the bulls have further to go to break than what the bears do. But at the same time, we are looking for that higher low on the hourly, and an equilibrium like this could be the sign that that is coming right here. Let's see if we break the low of this last 5-minute candle first. But hold $6? No, we didn't hold 6. That was a big flush. So you see all those stop losses that got triggered there. And the reason why my loss is so big is because of all that slippage that happened when I got stopped out. And that, I didn't break the rules, but the slippage caused me to lose more than my max loss. So there were quite a few people in that hoping for that to bounce, and it just didn't work out. So too much selling going on this pullback. I'm not sure now about this hourly. I didn't want to see it come back that far. So anyways, doesn't matter to me. I'm done trading now. I'm down $508 on the day. So let's book this one as I continue to pull back here. So one of the bigger drawdowns I've had so far in this challenge. Oh, that would be nice. Let's put a negative on that, 508. So giving back most of yesterday's profit, but we'll see what happens in the next one. See if we can maybe continue higher. This just could be just a little pullback on my P&L chart. Next time, going up higher. So reversing my trend. Let's go. Let's do that. All right. Thanks for watching. And we'll see you in the next video. Have a good rest of your day. Bye-bye.